Hello and welcome to the second last installment in 2009 to Inside the UHL. Is it going to be 2009 Greg Davio or will it be Scott Sim? That is the big question that's on everyone's mind right now as we head into our finale, our UHL Championship Finals. This is what we played 13 games of the regular season and 2 games in the playoffs to find out who is our champion for 2009. Now we'll get to the game in a moment, but our final is Greg Davio and Scott Sim, and it looks like it's going to be a thriller. It's going to be a tough and grueling match, and a lot is at stake here. A lot's at stake. The UHL Championship for 2009, the Stanley Cup, and a 2-4 of beer, the most important thing in some people's mind. But nonetheless, this game should be great. Now let's get to the semifinal. It was Doug MacLean and Henry Chen with Edward Dodsworth as their goaltender against Greg Davio and Scott Sim with Nick Lyonet. And a closer game than a couple of people thought. Many people had this game going to Greg and Scott quite easily, and for a while it did look like it was going to be an easy game. But Doug, I mean, one of the keys to victory for him is he had to play like a superstar. He had to take Henry on his back and just completely shine, and Henry had to play some solid defense. Doug played great and brought the game close, but in the end it just wasn't enough as it ended up being an 11-7 win for the top two, and they both move on to the finals. So the friends become foes and they become enemies. And you look at this matchup and there are a couple of things that are intriguing for this matchup. First of all, no one really ever thought Greg Davio would ever be in a finals of the UHL. No one ever thought that. That was something that is a complete surprise. As far as Scott Sim going, it's not a real surprise that he's in the finals. I mean, last year he was in the semifinals and was 10 minutes away from being in the finals against Matt Grudinsky, but a late comeback by Nick and Riley and an overtime thriller caused him to lose in the semifinals. So it's not a real surprise, but as we went on with the season, to see this final, it is a bit of a surprise because Scott did not play all that well. He didn't play to his full potential, and he was really struggling. Had 4 points after 8 games, and then turned it on near the end and finished up in 9th spot. So, yeah, I mean, that last game that he won proved to be a big game for him, as now he's in the finals. Now, the thing that's the most interesting about this playoffs and why you should not count out Greg Davio is that going into the playoffs, the consensus league-wide pick as the favorite was Nicholas Lai. He lost in the quarterfinals in the top 8 versus bottom 8. Then the consensus all-around pick for the favorite was Doug MacLean. He then lost after, and now the consensus favorite is Scott Sim. So, I mean, this has been a playoffs of underdogs and a playoffs of expect the unexpected. So Greg Davio has no right to be counted out right now. Scott has been chosen as the favorite, even though he has a lower ranking. Yet he has the potential to win. But Greg, I mean, you can't count this guy out. You can't count him out. But a couple reasons why Scott is the favorite. Scott's the favorite for a couple of reasons, and that is 1-0. A key to this winning this game is 1-0 and how you are able to deal with breakaway opportunities. And when it comes down to it, Scott has more of a hockey sense and a better stick handling ability and handling the ball better, that he has the edge on that one. He has the edge for breakaways. I mean, I would put Scott above Greg on breakaways. Then we move to all-around athleticism, because this is a grueling match. There are 3 10-minute periods, and you move to athleticism, and Greg Davio has the advantage in that one. As we've seen Scott so far, he's been out of wind, he's been struggling, he's been out of gas. You know, the guy has needed to sit off, get extra water. So as far as athleticism going and staying in this game, Greg has the advantage on that one. But when it comes down to it, one-on-one, Greg versus Scott, you got to pick Scott because defensively he's better, offensively he's better, and he's just, I'm not too sure about speed, but when you got speed and a ball, Scott's stick handling is great, much better than Greg's, and his ball control. And the fact of the matter is that Greg won't be shooting against an Edward Dodsworth, who he has dominated this season. He's going to be shooting against Matt Grudzinski. So these long shots that have lots of topspin are going to be harder to score with. He cannot just depend on this. He needs to be able to deke, and he needs to be able to score breakaway goals. He's got to get his opportunities and play some defense. He is the more athletic of the two. So if he can somehow get back, cause Scott to miss his shots, miss his opportunities, then Greg has a perfect opportunity to be in this. But as we say, expect the unexpected, as the 2009 UHL Championship game will be held Tuesday, August 18, 2009 at 6:30 p.m. at the Callion Mall. It should be a great game. Everyone's looking forward to it. The season is finally coming into an end, and we'll talk to you after the game. We hope it's going to be a great game. And after the game, hopefully a celebration of the UHL at O'Connor's after. I think a lot of people are wanting to go to that. Anyways, from inside the UHL desk, this is Commissioner Hardacre, and we hope to see you on Tuesday. It's going to be a great one.